Hello, everyone. This is John Crate, and we are back in MLB The Show. So we have to replace a few guys on our staff. We're just going to try and get Dave Roberts back as manager because he's, pretty freaking great. I think that means we're going to have to pay him like $10 million a year, which I am fine with. What else did we need? Hitting, pitching, and farm director. Power, contact, plate discipline, and bunting. How about he's 70? He's going to retire. Clutch, but I don't want plus on bunting. I'll take a minus in bunting if somebody wants to do that. Drag bunting and bunting. I don't want any of those. Plate vision, clutch, plate discipline, and power. See, there's somebody that I can take. So Barnett is the man so far. Power, clutch, plate vision, +2 bunting. I don't want bunting. Nope. Yeah, he's gonna be the man, I think. We're gonna put you up to $2 million a year just for that. For pitching, Sonny Ruth is probably our man because he gives us plus to a bunch of per nines. And we've got. Okay, then we need a farm director. Who will be a good farm director? Contact, clutch. Probably him. Exclusive free agents. He's out. You're out. With Watson's contract off the books, we can actually afford to give somebody else a decent contract. So let's. You're actually getting better, so I don't mind giving you a giant contract. I'm going to give you the contract that you want, and I'm going to tender you the qualifying offer just in case. For you, I want to give you a 3-year contract. Okay, so both Crochet and Matthews are on the block here, so that would mean that we can only, if we're only going to keep one of them, I think. Crochet wants a lot less, but he's also older and is liable to fall apart sooner. So that's kind of an issue. Qualifying offer would be 1 year, 22.4. Okay, so what does our current roster look like? We have. I actually have these 4. So I actually probably don't need Matthews. We could actually probably sign, considering how much he's going to cost, we could probably sign Crochet to like a 2-year to a 1-year contract because we'd still have these 4 plus Hayashi. Yeah, that's just kind of a luxury we don't need, I don't think. Our bullpen is going to consist of 2, 3, 4 guys in the 90s, 5 guys in the 90s. Yeah, that's kind of a luxury that we don't particularly need, is to have Matthews around. Oops. Garrett Crochet will sign to like a. We'll sign him to a 1 year contract because that's fairly cheap for what he does. But then yeah, unfortunately Matthews, you gotta go. Even though you are super great, and you're gonna probably only get better. So Matthews, Eisen, and Watson we can get rid of. God, I'm glad to be rid of that guy. Yay, we got our manager. We got our hitting coach. But our farm director went somewhere else. Pitching coach. Yeah, okay. We still have our guy on pitching coach. That's good. Let's find a new farm director then. Control, walks, power, and stealing. Not ideal. Durability, fielding, drag bunting is not great. But the fielding and durability is good. Speed, blocking, bunting. Fielding, arm accuracy, clutch, and control. Yeah, let's go with you. We got him. And we got our pitching coach. That's awesome. It's fine. Everyone, yeah, take them. I was getting rid of them. Okay, they haven't signed their contracts, which is unfortunate. Okay. So who do we have to add to the 40-man? We've got a starting pitcher. Our shortstop we should add. Hernandez we should add. So Mateo and Andino and Hernandez we should add to the 40-man. We got 7 spots. What was it again? Mateo, Andino, and Hernandez. Who else? Zambrano, Ray Bell, Chu, I think we're going to have to get rid of some more pitching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 starters, and there'll be 9 if we add William Chu. Or no, it'll be 9 if we add Zambrano. Ray Bell. play a few. He can play a few different positions as well, so it's not a total loss to have him on there. Even though we got four first basemen, but a lot of them can play other positions too. Who else? So there's still Zambrano. 22, 34, 36, 38. We still have two more spots, so I could still add Zambrano. That's not a huge deal. I'll add him for now. Probably try and trade somebody. Like, who's out of options is we'll probably try and trade. We'll probably try and trade maybe Santiago? Yeah, maybe Santiago. Well, no, we don't have to because everyone below him has options. And he hasn't been surpassed yet, so okay. We'll have to figure something out there. In the meantime, arbitration. Obviously, we're giving you arbitration. And we're going to try and sign you to an actual contract. We'll offer you the 4-year contract. I think that's fair. And we're going to offer you arbitration as well, just in case you don't like it. Poisson. I don't know about you. Okay, so Santiago. We never bought out your arbitration? That's weird. That's my bad. We're being stupid. Okay, well then. You're in the rotation, so we'll give you $4 million for 3 years. And then, of course, arbitration. Poisson, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with you, buddy. What do we want? Who's available at shortstop? Okay, qualifying offers on you. O'Neal Cruz is an option, but he's going down. But then again, who isn't at this point? I don't think we're gonna find a young up-and-coming shortstop here. Rod Russell's about as close as we're gonna get at 31. He's got a hit tool. I'll give him that. What kind of stats has he put up in the last couple seasons? Yeah, we're not gonna find a huge improvement at shortstop unless right now. Apart from you, and I don't want to give up anything too much for Martinez. So we're gonna have to go with another year of Poisson since he can at least field. I'll give you 1 year. You want 2.7. That's reasonable. And we'll offer you arbitration to make sure. Okay, tender contracts. How many players do we have? We have 92, so we'd have to get rid of some players to even sign anyone. If we even want to, we're pretty full. I'm pretty happy with the roster that we have. Okay, we're gonna buy you out, of course. Everybody here just gets some nice little contracts. Yeah, you're starting to go to whatever. It's not worth hunting for guys, so we'll just sign these guys again. I don't want to go hunting. Okay, so we're gonna buy out your arbitration for how much here? Something like this. Everybody else can just have their contracts. Yeah, you guys will just sign you. We'll replace you with draft picks hopefully in the future, but for now it doesn't matter. Yeah, not again. It's not worth going out and trying to search for guys. And of course, there you go. We have 8 catchers on the roster, so we don't have to worry too much about that. $1.2 million a year to buy you out is a pretty good deal, I would think. Even though you can't frickin' hit a baseball to save your life. Okay, Bob Sam. He's gonna be the best of them, isn't he? Of all the first basemen that we got, he's probably gonna end up being the best, isn't he? In the meantime, God, how many first basemen do we even have? We have 6. We should probably start trading away some of them. Carlisle, you're perfect for where we want you to be there. Okay, buy you out. 1.1 a year. God, you're out of options, aren't you? You're going to have to be up here. Yep, you're going to be in the majors this year. That's no problem, though. I'm not too worried about it. Robbie Anderson. And since you can play multiple positions, I'm guessing, yep, so we'll just get you in the minors. Rob McLeod, you're going to be up here too, aren't you? You have options, but you should get playing time. Yeah, you're not eligible for the Rule 5, so I don't have to worry about you. Which is good. I've got plans for you. God, your hit tool's ridiculous, isn't it? Look at that shit. 86 on both. Okay, at short. You're still just... You're hanging in there, aren't you, my man? Rios gets contract. Flores gets contract. You're falling apart, but I like how you can play multiple positions in the minors. So we got to get a few outfielders in the next draft for organizational depth purposes. Trey Cabbage is sticking around. He's still getting better, too. That's the weird part. He's out of options. Whatever. If we lose him, we lose him. He's not playing. Okay, all of our contracts are offered out there. And I'm not too concerned about losing any of these guys, which means we're probably going to lose all of them. There was no free agents. We're basically just going to run it back with the team that we have. Unless, of course, you don't get Lopez. And there's Davers. He's still kicking around. Good for him. Okay, so the way our roster stands right now, Lewis is going to be our second baseman. Which I'm fine with. Corbin at third. McLeod. We could have McLeod at second base, too. He does need to play. We'll figure that part out. But for now, it's Lewis at second. Oh, we're not going to get Garrett Crochet, I guess. He went back to the White Sox. Here, to balance out my roster, we're going to move a few of these closers to relief pitchers. So you... Sure, you... Who's got the most stamina? Yeah, it's you. Just so I don't have to go out of my way to sign more players if I don't want to. Okay, there we go. Just to make sure, because it's not going to matter too much what spot they're in. Okay, so we didn't get Crochet, but it's not a huge deal. Oops. Okay, so Lopez is not going to take the qualifying offer, but we still have a contract out on him, and it's still the best contract offer out there. So that's not a huge deal for us. Okay, and our 40-man is fine. Yeah, I think I think we're fine there. There's a trade. Oh, we don't have the best offer anymore. Good thing we checked. Now we do. We've got money to spend on him, so I think we can, or maybe we don't. Projected available budget. Well, it's not being spent anywhere else, so we might as well. Go to the Rule 5. We will not be taking anybody. Oh, well, there you go. We're not taking anybody. How many players did we lose, huh? We lost Robbie Anderson. We lost Carmine Gutierrez. We lost 2 relief pitchers. We lost 3 relief pitchers. Jeez. Okay, I guess we do have to sign a few relief pitchers then. Oh, we got him. Perfect. Don't have much money left, but we got him. Okay, so we gotta sign some relief pitchers to fill in our organizational gaps. So it doesn't have to be anybody too... Doesn't have to be anybody great, just people who are not gonna want a real contract. Why do you get a real contract? No. Yeah, you're good. Preferably one more. Sure, these three. That's fine. So yeah, we don't got much money right now. Next year could be interesting. So they want Luis Lerma. Who are you offering me? A starting pitcher. Not a bad pitching prospect by any stretch of the imagination. But you want Lerma, who right now I don't particularly want to get rid of. I don't need pitching. But for once the computer offered me a deal that's like, maybe. Just, not this time. Sorry. Okay, arbitration coming up. Today was the arbitration hearing for Poisson. They sided with him. No contracts to renew. We have, like, no money left. This is the closest we've ever come to spending all of our money. So it's going to be kind of an interesting spot for us to be in. We're in spring training. We are ranked as the best team once again, but that has not meant anything. Look at the contracts that are coming up is kind of the problem here. Cannon, we might let you go after this season because I think you're in for a drop off. This is hopefully your last season. These two are arbitration eligible. At least there's that. Max Meyer. Somehow you're like the last pitcher standing from that draft class, even though the whole time we were like, he's taking forever to develop into a pitcher. He's taking forever to develop into the a potential pitcher that he is. And he ended up being the one to last the longest. Hmm. Looking at some of these projected contracts for the guys that they're... Because, yeah, he wants surprisingly little. 12.3 a year. That's surprisingly little. Okay, let's take a look at our team. Starting pitching 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, Santiago, you got jumped. You got jumped in the rankings. We may have to trade you now, because you don't got any options. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do now. Holy shit, not what I was expecting. So yeah, we gotta trade him. Okay, you can go down to AAA. So that's gonna be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 relief pitchers. Perfect. Catching wise, you are obviously the one going to AAA. Okay, Sato, you still have options. You're going down. Obviously, he is. Carter's staying up. We gotta probably trade Sanchez here, too. He's out of options. Can't play any other positions either. So we're gonna try and package Sanchez and Santiago here. Let's try and do that. Okay, so who's gonna wants to give me a decent deal here? The Red Sox are offering an A-level starting pitcher. It's hard to say no to that. So are the White Sox. And a center fielder, but he's not very good. The Royals are offering me a center fielder. That's pretty good. Left fielder. Another center fielder. What were my options for center fielders? The Royals are offering me Cordero. And who was the other one? Am I just missing them? What's going on here? The Cardinals are offering my Martinez. He's got some strange power, and he's not bad in the field. This guy's super fast. He's got a more balanced bat. Not as good in the field, but he can play shortstop, although I'm not too sold on that. Whoops. So I think if the Royals are off, so I think the Royals guy is going to be the one I take. Is the deal that we're going to take here. Oh, they're not offering it anymore? They were. Sure, just for him, that's pretty close. So our new center fielder. He's not in the 40-man, not eligible for the Rule 5. Also can't hit a frickin' baseball, but can run into some home runs. He's very much like some other guys that we that we have on our roster in the outfield. Mr. Larry Rios is just like him. Anyway, that's 30 guys on the 40 man. So still have to get rid. We still have to figure out what we're gonna do with 4 more guys. You obviously go down to AAA. We're gonna pass you through waivers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cabbage is obviously going to be tried to pass through waivers. That's fine. And one more. You don't have any options. They don't have any options. Casey has options, but I can't really send him down. I don't really want to trade anybody is kind of the thing. We've got a log jam in the outfield. And I'm not going to be able to pass any of these guys through waivers, that's for sure. So I'm going to have to trade somebody. I don't like it. Okay, I can't trade you. You have way too much potential. You're still getting better. You're just been solid. Sadly, it might have to be Chris Curtis. Yeah, my dude, I think it's time. That's just unfortunate. He's in the last year of his contract, I guess, but still, don't particularly like getting rid of him. But somebody's got to go here. They're gonna. Ooh, that's not a bad deal. A shortstop and a starting pitcher. The Red Sox are offering me something interesting. Then again, you can't turn down an A. It's hard to turn down an A-level starting pitcher, but I don't particularly need one right now. It's kind of the problem. We get an A-level left fielder, which I was saying we do need outfielders, so we might have to go with that. Because right now we don't need quantity, we want quality. So I think we'll go with this guy. So who's this left fielder that we just got? He also has some interesting power. I think he's going to grow into at least a decent hit tool, though. So that's not wasn't yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay, yeah. Fix the lineups. Yeah. Whatever. Advance the regular season. We're already in an odd spot. Pitching. 1, 2, and it's doing it again. It's got a relief pitcher in here for whatever this stupid fucking reason. Get Lopez back. 33 and 37. Anyone else have more stamina than those two? You have 34. You should probably be up there. And you're better. I'd rather you pitch more innings. Yeah, that's gonna be about how we want it, I think. Sure, close enough. Lineups. So you're a new center fielder. Don't screw it up. You're at second. You're in right, of course. Gorman's at third. He's at first. Soderstrom's catching. We gotta figure out who our DH is. 67 and 59. Actually, you have 96 power against righties. Holy shit. Lerma's pretty balanced, though. But I am so curious. I'm so curious how many home runs you could run into at DH. That's ridiculous. Uh, yeah, I don't even know. Okay, let's figure out the batting order here. So you're obviously second. So 75, 77 and 70. You might be leading off because you got, yeah. And Gorman. Yeah, something like that. Okay, against righties, though. Yeah, we've got Lerma in against righties. That's correct. We've got Johnson in at catching and Soderstrom at DH. That is correct. Right? That's who I want. There's nobody better at DH here. Leading off? No, where's Cannon? He's leading off. Then it's Gorman. Soderstrom. Johnson. Lerma. Lerma's here because he's got more power. 73 and 60, 66, 59, 65. Poisson actually moves up the order here. There we go. Whew. This is going to be an interesting year. This is going to be a very interesting year. Yeah, fix the roster. That's fine. Geez, we're 10 and 2 to start the season. That's pretty damn good. We're off to like the best start we've ever had. Holy shit. Here's a few losses. The Royals are offering me a trade. They want Ray Bell. They're offering me a shortstop. Who is getting worse. No, thank you. Jeez. So many wins. 1 to 2 months. I guess we'll put him there. Go to the draft. Here comes the draft. Oh, what kind of holes can we fill this time around? Okay. We don't need pitching. We just don't right now. You can always get a catcher. Because you can never have too many. Do not need a first baseman. This guy can supposedly play every infield position, and it looks like he's got a good bat. I don't know, man. Probably gonna regret it, but we're gonna take this guy. It's not gonna work out, but we took him anyway. No, not gonna take you. Take this guy too. One of them's gotta be okay, right? This left fielder is still there, so sure, why not? Well, he's 25 is the problem. Here, take you. We need more relief pitching filler anyway. And there's 3 starting pitchers that look like they have some potential, but this is the only one that seems like would actually do anything. And that leaves a few of these guys. I guess we'll just take the relief pitcher. I'm not confident with that draft, but you never know. Let's take a look. Yeah, that didn't go so well. But this guy we can make organizational depth piece out of. You, not so much. Yeah, we can keep you in the organization forever. Same with you. The relief pitchers we'll take because we can keep them around forever. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible draft. All it did was get us depth. Oh, that's right. We had that injury, didn't we? So we gotta bring somebody up. And I think that means it's gotta be Trey Cabbage somehow. Actually, no, it doesn't have to be. We've got guys that can play the outfield. We're just gonna have to shift Cannon over to center. So we could actually bring up just about anybody. But yeah, we'll bring up Cabbage though, just because. Especially because he's not bad. So Cannon is going to be center field. Like, we could put Cabbage in right. He wouldn't be a bad addition, really. His defense is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that. It's fine. We're in a pennant race situation. We got to have the best players going, I think. Yeah, keep him on the 10-day then until he's ready to go. Oh wait, I screwed that up, didn't I? Who got hurt? Suzuki got hurt. Okay, so I did that wrong. Okay, so now he's DHing because of that, huh? And really it should be Lerma. Okay, place him on the bench. He was DHing. Okay, so now it's... What happened here? Not entirely certain what just happened there with that lineup, but whatever. We're okay. We fixed it. It's fine. Turnwall is out for over. Oh, he's out for the season. Looks like Lerma is probably going to be the man for this team now. Okay, he can't play any other positions like Lerma can, but oops. But he's going to get some major league experience. The lineups. He's gonna be our right-handed hitting first base, or he's gonna be a lefty first baseman to hit righties. And nothing should change on this side of the equation. Okay. Place him on the bench. We've got to figure out our lineups again. Now that we got our center fielder back. Cabbage. That means we're going to move you back down. Valentine is back in. Switching those two around. Boom. Finished off this first half of the season with a win. And the NL, of course, wins the All-Star game. We are 14 games up in the division. '64 and 34. That's ridiculous. We are absolutely killing killing the league right now. Okay, we are clearly the best team in baseball. How many All-Stars did we get? Henry Torres made it. That's one. He's having a kick-ass season. Andres Guerrero made it. That's two. And David Ramos made it. That's three. Soderstrom made it. That's four. Khalil Watson made it without the hell did that. Whatever. So 4 All-Stars for us. That's not a record. We've had more. Still. How did the prospect lists going? We've got the #1 prospect in baseball with Bob Samuels. Yeah, like I said, he's going to be the best first baseman of all of the ones that we have. We don't have the #2 prospect in baseball, but we do have 3, 4, and 6. Yeah, they're all just getting better. Well, Sato, he's on the team right now. I guess he's still technically a prospect. Cordero, our center field prospect, is getting better. And actually, you have to go down quite a bit to have a few more. He's going to be in the majors next season, most likely. There's our other guy that we traded for. Anyway, stats. Starting pitching is just kicking ass. Okay, so Valdez isn't having the best season. Lopez is not having the best season, which is discouraging because we just signed him to a gigantic contract. The bullpen is doing well. Hayashi's doing the worst, but he's also, I think he's the lowest overall. Okay, not, I guess Holly is, but he's losing it. And these guys are doing well. Well, not you so much. I wish you'd do a little better, but you're improving is the thing. So these two. So Miles Johnson is not hitting home runs, but he is hitting the baseball. Look at that, 324 average. OPS of 827 with only 3 home runs. That's impressive. Soderstrom made the All-Star team, so we saw he was doing well. Turnwall got hurt, but he was hitting. He had hit 16 home runs before he went down. He was destroying right-handed pitching before he got hurt. Now these two are going for it here. Lerma's not doing super great. His OPS wasn't high, wasn't all that high, but he's still doing better. Okay, you're not playing a ton. You're a utility man. Gorman is still having a ridiculous season. Rob McLeod's getting better. So Gorman has 19 home runs. Poisson and Lewis are not there for their offense, but they're not doing super great either. So Frank Casey, I honestly don't even know what to expect from him because I don't like he doesn't have a good any sort of defining tool apart from his arm. Valentine is only improving. His OPS is over 1,000. With only 6 home runs, he has an OPS over 1,000 because his batting average is 378. I guess he did miss a lot of time, so he hasn't had a chance to regress down yet. Cannon is starting to lose it. Suzuki has 99 power against righties. He has 14 home runs. He's running into some home runs. Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, we're doing about what we thought. Grayson Rodriguez gets traded. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Lots of trades happening rapid fire here before the trade deadline. And he'll be out for a few days. Just keep him active. He'll be back. Turnwall, nope, he's out for the season. It's too bad. He was having a ridiculous season. September call-ups. Who do we want to call up? Should probably just bring a pitcher up. And then let's bring you up. Because you can play a few different positions, so. Soto is injured and will be out for 1 to 2 months. Ugh. Lerma, that means it's all you now, buddy. It's your show at first base, I think. Um, so who do you want to bring up then? I guess we can bring you up. Valentine is actually he can he can rise in the order here. He might even be a leadoff guy now. Yeah, there we go. How did that happen? That shouldn't have happened. Anyway, he also gets to climb the ranks a little here. There we go. Nope, keep him on the injured list. day or two, keep him active. That's fine. The Aviators are in the playoffs. The Rockhounds are not in the playoffs. Auto-utilize him. We finished the season at 107 and 55. That is ridiculous. Easily the best season we've ever had. Okay, now we gotta make sure our playoff roster is correct. And it is, for pitching. It is not there. Those guys are hurt. Too many catchers. What is happening here? Center, left, right. Okay, DH is empty. Yep, that's correct. And then our pitching rotation should still be set. Except for the fact that he's slightly better overall at this point. Otherwise, we should be good to go. Okay. League leaders. David Ramos led the league in saves with 57, and Torres led the league in whip, and Valdez led the league in stolen bases with 33. That's pretty decent. Awards. It says Delivery Man of the Year, but we'll see what else we did here. Torres was third on the list with Cy Young, a distant third. So, yep, Reliever of the Year award, David Ramos. And he's going down. Interesting. Valentine was almost Rookie of the Year. Somehow getting 20 wins and an ERA over 5. One out, I guess. And we're not known for our defense. Soderstrom got the Silver Slugger at catcher. Not sure why. It seems like Rushman was better. But I'll take it, I guess. Prospect lists. We got the first and second best prospect, Bob Samuels. Can he play other positions? Left field, so I guess a little bit. Ramon Mateo. Ricky Merritt's up there. He's climbing fast. And stats. So pitching wise, Valdez didn't particularly recover. He still didn't have that great of a season. In the bullpen, he didn't, well, Guardado didn't pitch all that much anyway, so it's not a huge loss that he didn't do super great. Everyone else recovered, though, pretty nicely, actually. Soderstrom, Miles Johnson still killed lefties. God. So yeah, Lerma is getting better. Oh, the season that could have been for Turnwall. And Sato did well for being hurt. Carter, of course, did not play a ton, but he's getting better little by little, and he'll be our utility man for years to come. Gorman had a great season, 34 home runs, OPS of 878. Rob McLeod did not get a lot of at bats, which is unfortunate, but he's just getting better. He's going to be playing for us next season quite a bit, I would imagine. Poisson and Lewis, they're both starting to go down pretty heavily here. 16 and 17 home runs. OPS is at least they're still over 700. Frank Casey, I still don't know what to make of him. I don't understand how I don't understand how he's an 88 overall. Like I might just trade him just because I don't know what to do with the guy. Valentine is getting better. His contact rates are getting ridiculous. They weren't all that special before, but he's starting to become a great player. Trading trading our last guy was just it's turning out to be a pretty good deal. And then Cannon, this is probably his last year with us, so that Suzuki can take over. Suzuki ran into 18 home runs. He could have done a lot better. Okay, I guess it's time to see how we can tragically lose in the playoffs. We can add Soto to the playoff roster if the Athletics have between series if we've not been eliminated. So we can't do it yet. The Aviators have won the AAA West and they're continuing on. Hey, we won. Do we have to do anything to add Sato to the lineup? It doesn't seem like we do. He's here, isn't he? Let me check the... No, he's not on the bench. There. So that way he can be in there against righties. Although I think now that means that Lerma's going to DH. Or is Lerma better in the field? 63 and 71, 69. That's it. It evens out. Okay, there we go. We face Baltimore. And the Aviators are out of the playoffs. That's fine. I'll bench Dennis Cannon then. No, god damn it. Yeah, that means he's running into the... We're running him out there, okay. Hey, we won! We're in the World Series against the Phillies! Here we go. Pitching rotation. It was on Torres. It doesn't. So, okay, so we got to get our best guys here. Not that it's all that. I mean, look at our pitching. It doesn't particularly matter. Okay, is this our year? Oh, we did it. We finally did it. It took 11 years, but we did it. We made it. We did it. Dennis Cannon was World Series MVP. Nolan Gorman was playoff MVP. Jesus, Cannon hit 3 home runs and hit over 500 in the World Series. Postseason MVP. Gorman hit 7 total home runs, 16 RBI, hit over 400. We did it. We finally did it. We built a winner. Mike Trout retired. So yeah, we've got a few guys that we got to think about resigning. Chief of which is Max Meyer. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what we want to do with some of these guys, but we have that for next time. We have money to spend this time around too. We don't have to hire any staff either, so. But yes, those are all problems for next time. Those are all good problems to have for next time. I can't believe we did it. So, next time on the show, the 2033 off season and the 2034 season, where we'll try to repeat. So, as usual, this is John Crate signing out.